You've recently registered your freelancing activity as a micro-entrepreneur in France. Congratulations! You've officially received your paperwork with your SIRET number and you celebrate it. But now you're feeling a bit anxious about the sheer amount of paperwork that is coming through the door. What are you supposed to be doing with it? Are you supposed to file it, ignore it, bin it? And what about the legal mentions on invoices? Which kind of bookkeeping do you have to do? And how are you going to be declaring your turnover or checking that your health cover is working? Well, if that's you, you've landed in the right place because I've designed Manage Your Micro Entrepreneur for you to help you get control of your French business. Manage Your Micro Entrepreneur is a 10-step process where I'm going to show you how to handle all of that paperwork as well as how to manage a micro entrepreneur on a day-to-day basis. The course is a mixture of pre-recorded videos where I'm explaining some concept, talking about the bodies, explaining taxes, giving you some how-to videos that you can just pause and do the same thing on a different screen so that you're on track. And once a month, we have a live Q&A with me where you can ask all your questions. And believe me, there are no silly questions. Finally, as a treat, once a month, I'm inviting an expert who's going to bring extra value on how to run a business as a freelancer. Besides that, you can ask me questions through the private Facebook group. The group session of Manage Your Micro Entrepreneur is only running twice a year as a group in February and October, so the doors are open only for 10 days. You have to rush in to be part of those 20 entrepreneurs I'm going to be working with. The 10 modules of Manage Your Micro Entrepreneur are designed in a way that we are actually building skills and building knowledge. So we are starting with setting the objectives of what we want to achieve with a micro entrepreneur, getting started by fixing a few things that you probably have issues with, getting organized, handling the paper forms that you probably have somewhere on your desk, talking about taxes, where I explain all the taxes that you will come across as a micro entrepreneur, what they relate to, how they work, how much they will cost you. Then we'll be creating your online accounts with URSSAF, CPIM, Impôt, the pension fund, the training fund. And I also give you a tour of what's inside those platforms and what you can use them for. Then we'll be moving on to bookkeeping. What do you have to do to be in track with the French tax office? How to declare your turnover. And then we'll be talking about how to declare your micro-entrepreneur into your French income tax form, Impôt sur le revenu. And then we're moving to a more advanced step as to how do you become VAT registered, what do you have to apply for, how will you handle this, and finally, how will you come out of the micro-entrepreneur, when will it make sense, and what will be your option. So what do freelancers enjoy within Manage Your Micro Entrepreneur? Well, the first thing is the support. Knowing that I'm here for the next 4 months to support you whenever you stumble on something for your business. The second thing is being part of a community of like-minded entrepreneurs who are going through the same process as you, and at the same level to actually learn from questions that others might ask because you may not have thought about it yet. The next thing is to actually be able to have those checklists where they can just tick the boxes and see that they are on track. And finally is to feel confident about your business setup, your business taxes, and to have peace of mind. You can join Manage Your Micro Entrepreneur by paying for one-off payments or going for an installment over 4 months. Once you join in, you'll have directly access to the first 2 modules, and then the others will be released steadily every 2 weeks. Once you log in, you'll have a schedule of the release dates as well as the meetings that we have, so you can book time in your diary. How much time do you need to go through the course? Don't worry, I'm not asking you to be full-time for 4 months. I just want you to book 1 hour per week for me. Just make it on a Friday at 2 p.m. And for that 1 hour, you're going to either be watching the video from the module that has been released, or you're going to be joining me for a live Q&A or for a Meet the Expert session. Join me now for the next session of Manage Your Micro Entrepreneur. You can click on the Join Now button. If you want to discuss it or you're not sure it's the right fit for your activity, just book a 30 minutes discovery call with me and we can talk it through.